Hello everyone and welcome back. In the previous video we have learned how to start our video call actually, but in this video we are going to start with pressing the end call and end call properly. So to do that, let's go back to our call activity and set a listener for our end call button. I'll write end call and set on click listener to it, and all we need to do is to send the command to our repository, something like this, and then we will create this function inside our main service repository. And I'll create an intent, and the target is going to be main service as usual. I'll set the action to main service actions dot end call dot name, and then start service intent and pass intent to it. So let's go to our main service and handle this situation. End call, handle end call. So let's create this function. The first thing to do is we have to send a signal to other peer that call is ended. And the second one is end our call process and restart our WebRTC client. So to do that, for the first step, I've created a function inside my main repository. If you remember, I'll show you right now. We will just send a data model to the other connection or other peer that, hey, there's an event with type of end call. So for the second task, I'll write a function, private fun, end call, and restart repository. The first thing to do is to call a function end call inside our main repository. I'll show you right now. What it does is it actually closes our WebRTC connection. Let's take a look at it. It disposes the video capture. It means that it releases the camera and disposes the local stream and also closes the peer connection. And after that, changes our status to online. So first we do that, and then we notify the class that is observing this listener that, hey, there's a call end event coming on call ended. Let me create this member, and since these two methods should be implemented, one of them on each, so I'll make another listener called var end call listener of type end call listener, and it's going to be null initially. So let's create this interface down here, interface. It's going to have a method called onCall ended. Since this one is going to be implemented inside our main activity and this one is going to be implemented inside our call activity, so I do have to separate them. Let's go back to our function and call listener on call ended, and we will use our main repository .init WebRTC client and pass username to it. So we reinitialize it again. Okay, so let's call this function here and call and restart repository. In this situation, we handle it that whenever we press the end call button to notify the other user and end our call. So what should we do when we receive an end call signal from other peer? To do that, let's go back to our main repository, and when we receive this event end call, we are calling end call on our listener, which will be here. So let's see who is implementing this function. It's main service, and in this case it means we are receiving end call signal from remote peer. Okay, now you see why did I make that a function. We do the same on both case scenarios. So right now let's go back to our call activity and implement main service end call listener. As you can see, this call activity will get notified when there is an end call event coming. So we'll just finish our activity. And whenever this activity is being destroyed, we should release our remote view and local view from our main services. So to do that, I'll write main service dot remote view. First I'll release it, then I'll set it to null. Same goes for our local view. Okay, so let's test our application right now if end call button is working properly. I'll log it as Masood here and Mitch here. And if I press video call with Mitch, you'll see the connection will get established and the video will be received. But I'll press end call, you can see the other user is being notified and they both are ready to communicate again. So let's press video call again. Yep, it's working properly. So let's press end call on this one. You can see you can start audio call, it doesn't matter, and connection is established. Press end call and both users are available. You can try it as many as time you want. Everything is working properly. Okay, that's it for this video. On the next video we are going to start working with our toggling mic buttons, camera and switch camera buttons. So till the next video, see you everyone.